welcome to a very special live stream. It is Friday evening, and I have nothing better to do with my life, so I decided to do a little cheeky bit of Crash Bandicoot on the stream tonight. If you bear with me just for a few moments, I'm just going to quickly get this shared as well onto my Facebook, and we'll do this all live style, which will be nice. The team who did the remaster of this trilogy of fantastic games from my childhood, they've done a very, very good job. It's also worth saying it's a lot harder than I remember it to be. So I've not platinumed any of the three of these, but that's okay, that won't stop us. What we will do instead is I'm going to start a new game, just for fun really, and we'll just have a little bit of a play tonight. We're going to be hitting Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, because as we all know in a trilogy, the second entry is usually the best, and this is no exception. Nearly ready to start. In fact, what we'll do, I'll get the ball rolling. We will disable autosave so it doesn't overwrite my my lovely save that I've got with lots of crystals and gems and relics. So here we go with the opening cutscene.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Oh, and there we go, we're off at the races. Very quick cutscene, and here we go. No, we can't jump on ahead despite her sassy attitude, but that's okay. Let's get some Wumpa Fruit. I'm sure most of you, if you're gamers, have played or have seen Crash Bandicoot before, but just in case you haven't, allow me to explain the basics. You jump over little gaps like that, although that one isn't bottomless like a lot of the ones we'll come up against will be. The Wumpa Fruit, if you collect 100 of them, you get an extra life, which you see on the top right hand corner there. Every level has a certain number of boxes, and you've got to try and get them, or crates, sorry, to use the crate lingo. And inside this one is Aku, who is a magical mask, and if you he's worth an extra hit of damage. If you collect 3, you have temporary invincibility, which comes in quite handy for some of the more challenging platform sections in the game. Let's see how we do here. Enemies have different weaknesses. This boy I can jump on or spin. We'll go for a old jump first of all. Ooh, there we go. And let's collect the Wumpa Fruit. And destroy the crate. There we go. And that's all 10 crates. And if I walk here, something's going to happen. And we've got another cutscene now, I believe. So I'll mute myself and let you all enjoy the story.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. we will speak again.
Yeah, he seems totally trustworthy. He is, of course, Dr. Neo Cortex and the arch-villain of Crash Bandicoot, who is the villain in the first game, and in the second game it appears he's trying to help us save the world. How altruistic of him. Right, well, let's go through these levels in the order they appear, and start with Turtle Woods. There are crystals hidden in the levels, but also if you collect all of the boxes, you get a nice silver gem. But in this level, there's a little hint at the bottom that just said there, be kind to boxes to get a special gem. There are 5 or 6 coloured gems, a bit like the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic, and by doing different things, you can unlock them. So we're going to try to get the special gem in this level, which is achieved by not hitting any boxes whatsoever. This could be a disaster, but let's give it a crack and see how we get on. Now, I've always been a bit of a sucker for the old platformy games. When I grew up, well, when I was a child, when I was growing up, I should say, I never really was much for the stuff like Grand Theft Auto with guns and all the rest of it. Not because I don't like gun games, but I was more captivated by the idea of the runny, jumpy, exploring games. And yeah, that's kind of carried through into adulthood, really. The majority of games that I play these days are either retro games that I played as a kid, or adventure story games. The only real shooting games I've played, really, are the Mass Effect trilogy. Alright, now, let's see if I can remember how to do this, because I've got to jump over these. Oh, bother. Okay. Right. Well, that was silly. I wonder if I'd done a crouch... Nope. Let's crouch jump over them. That would have worked. What we'll do, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I apologise. I'm going to not restart because it doesn't give an option. Ah, well, you know what, let's just carry on as is for the time being then. We can worry about gems and stuff later on. For the time being, let's go on a crystal hunt and let's see if I can get these little mole creatures here. Jump on the old mushroom there. Yeah, so Crash Bandicoot was actually not even close to the first platformer I played. I started off with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 on the Sega Mega Drive system, as well as Super Mario Bros. On the SNES. Those of you who remember the SNES and all the rest of it. But games like that are still having a resurgence even now, 30, 40 odd years later. I mean, the original Sonic the Hedgehog came out in 1991, and yet about a year and a half ago, a game called Sonic Mania was released by Christian Whitehead Studios, and it was very much a just a basic kind of... They took elements of the original games, made some new levels, used the same physics and the rest of it, and used the old art style as well, which is just lovely. Goes to show that if it's that good, it doesn't go out of fashion. Right, well, that's the first level done and dusted. It was a bit of a cakewalk, as expected. The good thing about Crash is that there's a lot of variety in the levels as well. There's different elements in play. Let's see the cutscene.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? There, Crash?
Well, there we go then, the Thought Plickens. And let's go on to the next level now, which is an Arctic-based level. These are always both brilliant fun and also quite tricky because they employ ice physics. Let's see how we do. Oh, excellent. Invincibility mask, so we can just collect all of the boxes and kill the enemies automatically. Use my vulnerability to take out the TNT. And let's watch out for these little seal guys. Don't want to get taken out by them. There we go. Now these nitro ones we don't want to touch, because if we do, we can kiss goodbye to a hit of health. There is a green exclamation box in every stage that you can hit that destroys all the nitro in the stage, because they do count towards your lovely box total. The other thing is worth noting as well is that the box total, sometimes you have to unlock secret gems to access hidden paths in levels. Oh, that was close. So it does require replaying the levels that you've already completed, which again, I like it when a game gives you a reason to go back and look for hidden secrets and side bits. Now these, I reckon we can do both at once. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was too close. And they bounce as well, which is irritating. So let's just wait for him to bounce. There we go, and jump. And down here is a secret stage indicated by the big green question mark, which I very nearly jumped off of. 3, 4, 5. Those boxes always you can land on for 5 hits, and then they disintegrate. And sometimes they're positioned over the top of a bottomless shaft. So yeah, the difficulty does spike a bit in later levels. As I was saying, so I played Mario, played Sonic. Crash and Spyro were the big mascots of the PlayStation 1 era, which I came into a bit later than most, because I quite honestly preferred my N64 for a good time. Favourite game, of course, being the highly well received. That's a terrible way of wording that. Let's get the invincibility again. Mario 64, which was revolutionary in 3D polygons and just the way you explored games. It was revolutionary in how games were designed, because at that point most games were kind of 2D, using very simple 2D textures, and Mario 64 introduced 3D elements, which was at that point very uncommon. I think only a few Japanese studios had even bothered to attempt such feats. And would you look at that, we were at the end. As you can see, there are 2 boxes we missed. I believe there is a secret path. I could be wrong. Be very interested to see if I did miss any, but I'm not going to go back now. So yeah, just missing 2 there, which we need a secret gem to get. But let's crack on and carry on with the next mission. We've not died yet, which is lovely. Very glad that I've not humiliated myself yet on the first room of levels. And there we go, a nice purple crystal in the slot. And we move on to Hang 8. All of the levels that have this particular theme, they're a bit fiddly. It's kind of like a top-down running jumping section like you've seen before. But of course, there is water. And anyone who knows video games well enough will be able to tell you, water levels are always awful and challenging. But we think we're okay here, you know? Let's try not to land in the water with our nice mask. You have these little jet ski sections which are very cool as well. But unfortunately, you cannot have your invincibility mask as well. Got to avoid the water mines and the whirlpools. We've got a little boost there, which is nice. Oh, that was rather close. That little timer as well on the bottom right corner, that is a little secret in the game where basically if I complete the level in that time, I get a bonus gem. We're not going to do that though, because I want to do secret stages and find all the crates, of which there are 11 this time. Right, there we go. We want to be about here so he doesn't blow us up. So, unlike the first game, Crash can skid and crouch and crawl as well, and it adds again just a new level of gameplay. You can also do the old body slam, which is useful for breaking through certain parts of the stage. I don't have OCD, but it's bothering me that we haven't collected that apple. Sorry, Wumpa fruit, not apple. That irritates me when other people say that, and I'm doing it now. What's that all about, eh? Another extra life, which, I mean, we haven't needed any yet, but that's fine. It's always a good thing to have for later on in the game. Watch out for the, I imagine those to be the Crash Bandicoot equivalent of piranhas. These big hippo boys you can jump on, but you can't stay on them long because they're not very happy with our orange marsupial friend jumping on their back, so they tend to submerge. And I don't know if bandicoots can swim or not in the wild, but certainly on the game, Crash doesn't like the water. Not one little bit. Ah, there we go. We can boost over the little ramps there to get a jump, which is going to be necessary to hit the next part of the stage. And let's just go through this side there. Wonderful. And would you look at that, we are through to the next level. Again, this is another one of those levels where to get all the crates you need to unlock the coloured gems. You saw the silhouette of the blue gem earlier on in that level. So replayability up the yazoo, which is nice. Ooh, cutscene.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright, so we've got another couple of levels. We've got the pits next, which is very similar to the first one we went through. And then Crash Dash is the 5th level. I'm looking forward to showing you guys that one. But we'll get to that in a minute. For now, let's focus on getting some mutt boxes and not dying. You can see on the remaster, I mean, while they have rebuilt this game from the ground up, they've remained very true to the level maps and just the enemy placement. They've changed absolutely nothing to the game, but they have just rebuilt it from the ground up, which is fantastic. Of course, die-hard fans like me, we don't like it when people mess with what doesn't need messing with. Checkpoint box there. If you die, you do respawn back at the checkpoints, as in most games. Coasting through this with the old Aku masks. Right, branching paths. I believe the crystal's down the left path? It's going to be embarrassing if it's not, because we're going to have to go all the way back up the right path to get it. Ooh, got them. There we go. Oh, bother. I think it was up the other path. And I've made it twice as hard on myself. Oh, hello. Well, that's the first hit of damage we've taken in the game. I think we're going to have to... Oh no, there it is. Good, we took the right path at least. Now we can, I think on this one, maybe try for the... You know, let's not try for the gem on this one. Let's try for it on a different level, because we've got the crystal and the next level's a lot more fun. Oh, I hate these. Time consuming. And we lost our last mask, which is trouble, because when Crash doesn't have a mask and he takes damage, it triggers one of his lovely little death animations, which you may get to see in a moment. I'd really rather not die on the first set of levels, as I said. I've been playing this game for upwards of 15 years. Well, the original and then this. Probably longer than that. I'm, what, 30 this year? Crash must have come out about the same time as Mario 64, if I know my video game knowledge. Oh, bother. Okay, well, special stage failed, but you can retry them as many times as you like. But I think let's just Crash in Mario 64, of course. Crash is... Right, I'm doing that for a reason. Here, this is going to be iffy, because if I miss any of these... Oh, the precision involved in this game is ridiculous. Showing how good I am at this game. It is about having some fun, having some relaxing on a Friday evening, and maybe providing you all with a little entertainment should you be tuning in to watch. Right, up we go. Oh, the internet is telling me that it's having difficulties. I really hope it fixes itself. There we go, all done. Right, and balls. Sometimes if you get your jump like frame perfect, you can make it over without having to fight the little moles. But we're there. We made it. We're alive. We only died in the special stage, and it doesn't count as losing a life, so we've technically still not died. However, this next level may change everything, because this is one of the little treats that the Crash team developers throw in for you. They give you little challenging levels. Sometimes you're riding on a pig or a polar bear, and sometimes you're being chased. But what by, you ask? Well, those of you who are familiar with Indiana Jones will probably recognise the sight of this large boulder. And yeah, I've not played this level in quite a few months, so I'm probably going to die at some point. Oh yeah, that was close. There is a time trial feature in these games as well, which wasn't actually present until Crash 3 in the original versions of the games, where you've got to race through the level. Some of the boxes have second numbers on them, so a 1, a 2 or a 3, and you basically race through the level in one shot, trying to complete it without dying, and in as fast a time as possible to collect relics. You can imagine how much fun it was trying to do that on this level. Especially as the relic times on any Crash Bandicoot game are notoriously challenging. Particularly the Platinum ones, they're like developer-made times. I think if we stop here, we're okay, because he's going to disappear. Ooh, that was... I was worried he wasn't going to stop there. Ah, there we go. And let's have a little reprieve from the giant boulders of doom. Oh, got to jump through the gap and not squish myself. There we go. I love these little 2D sections. It's just, again, a nod to kind of a simpler time in video games. Right, if I jump and spin at just the right time, I get a delicious extra life. But if I mess it up, Crash gets messed up. So let's see how this goes. Well, there are some shoes and some eyeballs. That tells you how well that went. Surprisingly gory for a children's game, but there you go. And bypass that this time. Clever. Right, let's try it again. There we go, that's what we wanted. And this is what I meant a minute ago when I said about the floating boxes, which make life a bit of a challenge. So let's try and get this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, bounce, bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lather, rinse, repeat the process, jump. It would have been really embarrassing had I stuffed up the final one there, but we didn't. We survived. We've got most of the boxes in this level. I'm beginning to wonder if this is going to be our first gem, you know? Especially as the boulder tends to mop up some of the ones you miss. With the exception of a few cleverly positioned ones, but let's see. Not died yet as well, which is miraculous. I seem to have remembered more of this level than I thought I would. That's too close. Let's get the heck away from that. Oh my goodness me. And there we go, first death of the stream. It was going to happen sooner or later. Well, I mean, first proper death. We've fallen and we've been blown up, but it's, like I said, the special stage deaths don't count towards your life counter, so first actual life we have lost. Poor little Bandicoot friend. Same place. Right, I might have to try and do a slide jump to get over that one. That's a bit of a monster jump. We've covered that life that we've lost at least, so we're back up to 16. Engaging concentration mode. Do 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 do. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Right. Progress City. Oh, okay. Let's just try and get through here. Hopefully we... Oh, got them all. Oh, that was close. And look at that. Our first lovely silver gem. Isn't that pretty? You get a secret ending to the game if you collect all 42, I believe it is, gems. Let's see. Yeah, 42. And look at that. Slots for the coloured ones there as well on the right-hand side. Oh, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Ooh, broke out a sweat on that last bit. Although that could have something to do with the fact that it is scorching outside, despite the fact that it is 7:30 in the evening. Currently up in my little attic room with both windows wide open, mozzie netting to prevent the ugly creepy crawlies invading my personal space. And I think we're getting a cutscene here.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Wow, so we're working for not one but two mad scientists now, and that one seems even crazier than the last. Ah, and because I got the gem in that level, unfortunately it means that we haven't triggered the end Cortex cutscene. So what we'll do is, we're going to do this one again. Oh, if it's going to let us, I don't think it is. Oh, how rude. Well, in that case, we're just going to have to go and deal with... Oh, yeah. The most frustrating part of this set of levels. Ripperoo. One of the Australian animals that Dr. Neo Cortex experimented on in the first game. And just as I do that voice, I realise I've gone South African and not Australian, but there we go. Oh, he's an absolute toad, this one. Really is. The idea is, he's got a pogo stick, and it gives you TNT the first time and Nitro the second. You've just got to stay out of the blast radius, and when he hits the Nitro himself, he's vulnerable to attack, so you can run and spin him. The problem is he changes his pattern every round of hits. Oh, I think we're in trouble. That was close. Again, another perfectly stable, sane character in the gallery of Crash Bandicoot villains. But that's hit number 2. Let's try and not die. I think here's probably the sweet spot. We'll run over here. I wish I could remember where the final one is, because if I touch any of these nitros, I think we're in Pain and Explosion City. Oh, I think we're out of it. And there we go. First boss completed. The lunatic that he is. Bandicoot 1. Crazy Rabbit Kangaroo Hybrid nil. Wunderbar. And still no cutscene. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's head up to the next set of levels. So I'm probably going to go for a good hour and a half on the stream today. If we get bored, we might even switch out to Crash 1 or Crash 3. Oh, cutscene again.
I see see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
Thank you, Coco. Your grasp on the blindingly obvious is a comfort to us all. Although, to be fair, look at the poor guy. He doesn't exactly have a full deck of cards up there, does he? He doesn't seem to know what's going on. Right, well, let's crack on with the next level, which is another lovely snow level. And, yeah. Looking forward to seeing what they do. Activision have announced that they're going to make Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, which is a very clever little title they've given it, because of course to all of us Crash Bandicoot fans, it's about darn time that we got another Crash game. And because they did such a fantastic job with the Spyro trilogy, I believe the company Toys Against Bob are heavily involved in the Crash 4 game, which is fantastic. Oh, let's not die by Penguin, that would be humiliating. Right, first section done. These porcupines are a pain in the backside because they kind of lurch at you and you can't attack them until their quills retract. There we go. Finally an Aku Aku mask to rescue us from perils, which I very nearly cost right there. This is, again, sadly, another one of the levels where we cannot get all of the crates until we've got the secret gem. Ooh! And the platforming does get progressively harder as the levels go on. Let's avoid death if we can. Hit the checkpoint, Checkpoint City, there we go. To quote one of my favourite YouTubers, DGR Dave, it's a beautiful city, that Checkpoint City. Recommend you, if you like Mario and Mario Maker, you check out his channel. Also check out Ryuka. Again, a very talented Mario Maker 2 and Mario Maker 1 and various other retro games as well YouTuber. Alright, secret stage. Let's get the Wumpa Fruit. I don't really need all the extra lives, but honestly, it's so much fun collecting these bits and bobs and these hidden boxes and fruit through the game. Look at that. Oh, plenty of loot to be stolen from this little cave. Oh, this bit's a bit fiddly. So I've got to spin it, but also avoid the TNT landing on my head. I think if I do it here, we should be okay. And then I've got to skate away. Delicately, but don't want to get blown up. There we go. Look at that. All 18 crates smashed. And on to the next part of the Icy Cave. Don't think we've got the crystal yet on this one, have we? Oh, too busy talking. Forgot to spin. Yep, no, we've still not picked up the big purple gem, the big purple crystal. Don't think we've missed it. I think it's further ahead in this section here. Oh dear. The penguin's taking a little page from Crash's book there with the old spinny-roo. Let's not do that again. 2, 3, 4, and splat. Ah, there we go, there's the crystal. Little angelic choir there for us as we collect the MacGuffin of the Crash game. Ooh, a little too close, but there we are, and across the line, so to speak. Dum ba dum ba dum ba bum bum boo doo doo dum. Alright, and on to another water level. Yay! I say it sarcastically, but actually these are very fun levels to play. They're well designed. And the music as well. That's something that the Crash games nailed. Because that's something that Nintendo in particular are very well known for. And Sega, to be quite honest. Both of their mascots, Sonic and Mario, are always known for having very good game music. So when Sony and when Activision made Crash Bandicoot, that's one of the things they really nailed against their competitors, was how well the music was designed to match the world it was built for, I guess. As a bit of a music nerd, I just love that kind of stuff anyway. Now, there is a little secret hidden away here. If I bounce on these boxes in the correct way, I can make it to a secret level on that platform in the top towards the right of the screen. We will try it because I've got a lot of lives. If I do fluff this up, it doesn't mean we lose our Aku Aku mask, but nothing ventured. Well, there we go. Dead Bandicoot. Let's try that again. Oh, so close. Oh, we want to do that. I think we want to do that. Let's try it. Boing, boing, boing. Yes, Crash. And there we go. Little secret there for all of you. Oh, the platforming on this game. I tell you what, when they remade it, they actually made it harder because all of the hitboxes for the items were made a little tiny bit smaller, meaning that the platforming you do has to be just so precise. Right, so this is the secret levels area. We've got snow level here, so let's pop in for a little attempt. Discover the secret. I didn't read that quickly enough. Bother. Oh, dead immediately. I imagine, because I don't remember this very well at all. Remember the secret, just don't remember the level. Imagine the speed is of the essence here. We just want to get through it as quickly as possible without death. Right. Let you spin and then we slide across and attack. Ooh. Oh, that was a little too risky. Right, that should hopefully have solidified some of the other boxes. There we go. Oh. You can tell this is a bit harder than previous sections because the music's gotten a bit more raucous. Right, there we go. Got no idea how to get up there. We're not going to worry about it. Let's just crack on. Back up to 16 lives again, which is wonderful. Oh, I see what we've got to do here. That's okay. That's not too bad. Look at that! All of those lovely fruits and extra lives, and oh, I think we might be in for a little bit of a breeze through here. Oh, bother me, that's a bit close. You know what? We sneaked it. Oh no, I've missed the other nitro boss, the boxes back at earlier in the level. Oh well, too late now. We got the red gem. Look at that, Fabu. Even if we're just completely stuffing everything else up, we've got the red gem. All is well with the world. I don't think we can lose it even if we die, but let's just hedge our bets and be sensible. Not take any silly risks. And Checkpoint City again. Really need to come up with my own catchphrase for that. Don't want to steal DGR Dave's. There we are. Beginning to get into the swing of it now. We don't really need to worry about the boxes because we're in no danger of actually completing the level with all of the boxes. Yeah, but miles away. But look at that. Lovely red gem, which opens up some hidden paths to us in other levels. And that's always a good thing. Although I've just realised it also means we're going to have to go back and do the rest of that water level now. And we all know my feelings on water levels. Right, well, up we go again. To the second floor. And into air crash again we go. Although this time we don't need to worry about those flipping boxes and that manic platforming that we had to do to get there. Do shout out in the comments as well if you enjoy this content, and if there are any games you'd like to see me play on my Facebook and YouTube channels. I try and keep them... I don't play like very violent or sweary games because I know a lot of my friends have kids, which is why of course as well you will hopefully anyway, provided I can exercise a bit of the old self-control and avoid the gamer rage, I will try not to swear on these streams because it means that it's content that everyone can enjoy. But yeah, do shout out if there are any games you'd like to see me play. Got quite a few Sonic games that are, including the old retro Sonic 1, Sonic 2 and Sonic 3D. Sadly PlayStation didn't get the license for Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which kind of plays as his own big mega game, because that would be a lot of fun to stream, and it's probably my my favourite of the Sonic games. We do have other stuff though. We've got Crash Team Racing, we've got obviously the Crash trilogy and Spyro trilogies, Marvel Spider-Man, Lego Avengers and Harry Potter I'm looking at as well, and many more. I'm going to even try and get a friend around at some point so we can have a two-player play of a fun party game known as Gang Beasts. Oh, Gang Beasts is fun. You folks will enjoy that, mark my words. It is basically... If you remember stuff like Art Attack, you remember the little plasticine guy, Morph. Well, imagine you've got a little Morph Man, and your friend's got a little Morph Man, and the idea of the game is that you just try and murder each other in stages, in a cartoony, non-violent kind of way. It's just really silly fun. If you haven't seen it, have a look on YouTube, type in Gang Beasts. It's a very family-friendly game, and it's just absolute nonsense. We like nonsense. Oh, that was close. Oh, do we risk the box? Let's risk the box. Why not? Life's an adventure. And here we go. Oh. So oh no! I was about to explain that Skull and Crossbones platform there, which is called the Death Route, which is only obtainable if you make it through the level without dying. And because I had made it through the level without dying, it was there. And we choked right on the jump before the Death Route. It wasn't even a hard jump. Oh, that's irritating. Well, let's not do anything too rash here. There we go, get the old piranha plant. Ooh, do we do something risky here and try and get those boxes? Yeah, why not? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And now we've got to make it back, which is... Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll stuff that then. Let's just crack on with the level and get the gem across the finishing line. That was rash, that was foolish, that was very, very close. Oh, the way those things move. Oh, and this one is this jump. This jump is dirty. But we made it. We didn't die again. Let's try and avoid dying to these boxes, all those piranha fish. And wouldn't you know it, we're through another level. Happy days, all is well in the world. Crash has got more bling than H. Samuel can swing a stick at. That sentence made no sense, don't tell anybody. Alrighty. Ah, cool, I get to show you all a little secret here. This little guy is Polar. They named him, you know, in the most creative way possible. And Polar is a little character you get to ride through this level, bear it. But if you jump on his head, bless him, look how much he enjoys that, he's just having fun. squishing him there. If you jump on him 8, 9, 10 times, the game rewards you for abusing this poor innocent creature that is probably endangered at this point because of the ice caps melting and all the rest of it. It rewards you with 10 lives, so fantastic and happy days. Now this is probably my favourite style of level in the game, because it requires precision, jumping and fun. And I'm going to try and do it in one shot to show off. And it's going to come back and bite me in the proverbial, isn't it? Oh. Let's get the boxes and not die. I missed the box, oh well. Get the checkpoint anyway. Let's just do it without dying, that would be good. He handles like a barge, this bear. Like, you think he moves quickly, and it looks like he does, but there's like a little bit of a delay whenever you move the stick, so you've always got to kind of preempt your turning manoeuvres. Oh, that was a bit close. That was very close. Oh, I'm going to be annoyed if it's just one box we've missed by the end of this. Yeah, you've got to plan very carefully, and this... bother. Poor polar bear doesn't have a good time of it, does it? Crash blows himself up and he ends up wearing his boxer shorts like that. I'm going to switch to the D-pad, you know. Bit more control. There we are, look at that. Bit better. Oh dear. It's all going wrong now, folks. It's all going wrong. This is not a good day to be a Bandicoot polar bear. Oh, there we go. That's fiddly as anything, that bit. Bop, bop, bop. There we are. Popped all the boxes, and here we are. And because you didn't see it properly in the last level I showed it to you in, here we are. This is the Nitro box. It's shaded green, and if you spin it, listen closely. Big explosion. All the other green boxes in the stage go kaboom. Oh, that's sickening. One flipping box. One flipping box. Maybe at the end of the stream I'll come back and have another attempt at that, because I don't feel that that was my best performance that I could have given. But we will move on to, I believe, another chasey level, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. Crash Crush. Yeah. Well, you guys remember the boulder level from earlier on? This is similar. We're running towards the camera, which makes everything just a complete pain in the derriere. That means bum for you kids. Oh, and it's the boulder this time. There is a later level which has the same kind of setup to this, but instead of a giant boulder, you're chased by the meanest, grumpiest looking polar bear you've ever seen in your life. And he has a taste for Bandicoot flesh. And as you can tell by the terrified look on our dear marsupial's face, he doesn't like the thoughts of that. I think, maybe is there a secret path this way? This is going to look really stupid if I'm just going to commit Harry-Carry here, but let's give it a crack. Nope. Nope, that's not where it is. That's in a different level then. Whoops. Oh, those electric fences are very difficult to time as well, because if you slide under it and stand up too quickly, well, let's just say Crash gets a bit of a shock to the system. Follow the path back here, and oh, there we go. That's a tricky one right there. But we've got all of the boxes on the hidden path. I don't remember if this is another level with where we can't get all of the boxes until we unlock more gems, but let's see how it goes. Back where we were in the fork in the road. And there we are. Look at that. Lovely, lovely Wumpa fruit. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but well, judging by the amount of Wumpa that Crash eats, the ratio must be a little bit less generous. Ooh, that was close. And lots of nitro. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. The old electric chair treatment there. But hopefully that will wake Crash up and he will now perform adequately. Oh, I've almost forgot to jump. Oh, that was too close. Very cartoony as well, so whenever our dear Bandicoot meets an untimely demise, it's always very entertaining to watch, so you don't really rage too much, because the animations are varied enough for it to be quite funny. Oh, that was... Those things don't hurt you, they just stall you a bit, which could have caused me mischiefs there. Oh no! Oh, bother! Okay. Words, rude words in my brain, but not in my mouth, thankfully. Many rude words. And there we are. Oh, that was, again, very close. The hitboxes are very specific, so... Oops. Let's shut up and stop talking for a second so we can actually play the game. Come on, brain. Every time. That flippin' Bernie Boiler thing. Little Lion King reference it. Having a bad day today with this one. Blimey. Believe it or not, on my other playthrough, I actually have the gold relic for this level, which involves you going through the level as fast as you can without dying. So, oh, that was, again, rather close. Admittedly, it did take a good hour or so for me to get said gold relic, but I missed the bit where we go. You know what? Let's get our crystal first. Do the bonus stage, because the bonus stages also act as a little checkpoint. Not worried about the fruit, let's just get through the stage. Oh, mistimed that. Let's see if we can get that again. Oh, da 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 da. Bothersome thing. Cut the middleman there and just go splat on it. Look at that. Easy pickings, all of that. There are some hidden areas or some secret paths that are just absolute nails to try and do. Right, is it this one that we jump down and it gives us a secret route? Nope. Nope, it is not. Oh well, let's just carry on with the level like nothing happened. Pretend I didn't just jump off a cliff for no reason and waste a life. We'll soon make up the lives. But for now, let us run fast away from the big boulder of death and destruction. Oh, that was a bit close. Oh, there we are. We've got a real head start on it now, which is nice, because this next section here has some of those iron boxes that require you to do the old... Yeah, that. And, oh, flip me, that was close. Oh, we did it, look at that. Another silver gem. Oh, didn't think I would get all of them in that one. Happy days. More bling bling for our Bandicoot. Why would you store it? I was about to say, why would you store it in your mouth? And then he removes one from his behind, so... Yeah. Don't ask me how that works, because the size of that gem and the size of that Bandicoot butt do not match. Right, final level of World 2, which is the Eel Deal. I'm a sucker for a good pun, so I love all of these level names. They're just really dumb and childish, and that's right up my street. Well, these levels are a bit fiddly because they're based in a sewer, which is very tight quarters anyway. Oh, I've got to spin... Oh, how do I get through here? Carefully is the answer. But yeah, for whatever reason, the sewer is infested with electric eels. Because that's how reality is. Oh, these fans, the timing is so fiddly. Yep. Rip. Rip, Bandicoot friend. But we're through to the first checkpoint. Look at that. Let's not get taken down by the steampunk rat. I'd love to know what the actual names of all of these things are. So just, oh, hitbox. There we go. Is it just me, or does he immediately come after me as well? Oh, those red eyes are nasty looking. Oh, there we go. Right, now, if I remember correctly, there is yet another hidden path on this level for a yellow gem. So we'll try that first. Hopefully without blowing our Bandicoot behind sky high. So I think if we jump into this... over these nitros and into this hubcap of a sewer thing, we will go through it and there'll be a secret path. So let's try it. Yes. Oh, there we go. I thought it was going to be as simple as the gem just being there, but nope, apparently the game wants us to work for it. Right, let's get through there very carefully. Look at that. Didn't even need to get in the water. Oh, it's a green gem. Oh. Haha. It's now going to make us go all the way back, isn't it? The swine. I wondered why there were so many platforms there. Oh, that was too close. We've got a mask, so not the end of the world if we do take a hit. Oh, that was again very, very close. I should really have slowed down and paused there, but oh, and again there. Ho, 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 ho. Bandicoot power! Blimey, right. On with the rest of the level. I really hope a checkpoint. Checkpoint. Right by a secret path. Don't understand the point of that because they both act as checkpoints, but there we are. Now, is this a nice 2D one? Yes, it is. Good, good, good. Oh, this looks nice, like a nice easy one. Look at that. Boing, boing, and belly slam. And... oh, fantastic. Look at that. We were rewarded for our hard work with an easy special stage. If I die now, it's going to be real embarrassing. There we are. I don't think we'll get all of the boxes in this level, but who knows? Let's just keep on going. Oh, through there. Right, we went right last time to the secret path, so let's try right again and see what treasures this holds. Oh, it's a harder path, I think. Maybe next time we follow the apples and the Wumpa fruit. Darn it, stop saying apples. Game rage, game nerd rage. Right. There's a hole in the floor with apples going, with Wumpa fruit. I'm going to slap myself. Let's see where this goes. Oh. Checkpoint. And... killed all the nitros, and it's a monkey bar section, which, I'll be honest, hate these. Because you're not alone on said monkey bars. No, no, you've got the joy of these little darlings. And these little darlings are indestructible, so you've just got to time it, hope you avoid the hitboxes, and climb. Again, I don't believe Bandicoots are known for their climbing ability. Oh, okay, that was silly. Very silly boy. Shouldn't have done that. Let's get over here. I don't know what the sewers in your city are like, but there's lava here. Oh no. Oh, it's a fiddly jump. Oh, that was perilously close. 9 boxes. Oh, we should have gone left first then. Okay. Well, lesson learned for another day, but we got a crystal, and we... did we get the crystal? I will cry if we didn't get the crystal. We definitely got a gem. Oh, please tell me we got the crystal. There's the gem. Oh no, we didn't get the crystal. We're gonna have to do it again. Oh. Well, there we go. Let's just blast through it. Let's just not worry about boxes. We'll come back another day for those. Let's just get through the level as quickly as possible, without dying as possible as well. If possible. I can't speak English tonight. Well, so much for rushing through the level. It's not like we've got a shortage of lives, at least. Oh, okay. Forgot that that was something you could do. Can't do it here though, can you? Ah. Sneaky game. Right, checkpoint. Over the rat. Over rat number 2. Wait for a moment. And off we go. Spinny, spinny, slashy, slashy. Avoid the toxic barrel. Or not, as the case is. Ignore the special stage as well. That was silly. Silly boy. Oh, it was right there as well. What the heck was that all about? And the 9 crates that we missed. We'll get them now, even though it won't count towards the previous total. And I'm not going through all of those difficult special stages again. We'll come back another day for that. Ooh, 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 that was very, very silly of me. Oh, that was... If we make it through here without dying, it would be a miracle. Right, down we go. Checkpoint City. Now, he hit us last time, so I think... No, it wasn't him, it was the next one that hit us. If we go now, we're fine. And then if we keep going straight, there we go, right through. Didn't even stop to say hello. Off we go. Back to the definitely not evil lair, where all of our crystals are being gathered, for the definitely not evil Dr. Neo Cortex. Oh, that's a bad way for a Bandicoot to go out. And we've got to do this bit again. Oh no, let's not risk that. No point in dying silly deaths. Let's just try not to incinerate our faces this time. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right, wait till they get to the lowest point. There we go. Oh no! Jumped too late. Oh, early I should say. Jumped far too early again. Ah, let's try that one more time. I say try it one more time. I've got no choice but to do that to complete the level. Well, 34 lives. Could be worse. The game is a little maybe too generous with the extra lives, to be quite honest. There we are. That final jump is an absolute so-and-so. I don't think I've got the time trial relic on this level for that very reason. Ideal. Cutscene time.
10 of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
Let's hope that the information he was disclosing there wasn't important. I suspect, though, that it may have been. But here we go. Does his little dance, and we're off to deal with the next boss, the Komodo brothers. Wonder what animal they will be. if I remember correctly, this one's reasonably easy as a boss. Oh, well, that's famous last words. Running away from the spinny guy, and the other one's going to start throwing those lovely scimitars at us. Let's get him. Oh, bother. Wasn't fast enough. Round and around he goes, but where he will stop. First hit's easy, but now they're going to start throwing those scimitars at us. And spinning as he goes. Alright, that's 2 hits, 1 more to go. I think later bosses in the game take maybe more than 3 hits. Oh, now he's throwing them at the same time. But it's no problem for us. We had an embarrassing death at the beginning there because we were being overconfident. But now we are off into world number 3 of 5. I don't think we'll get through all 5 today. In fact, we probably might not even get through number 3, but let's just keep going for a bit and see how it goes. And going up. Right, and as you can tell by the layout of this room, it's a water world.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
I thought he wasn't going to communicate with us because of his power levels, but there we go. Oh, right, okay. You know what? I'm going to make it a bit varied. We're going to go the opposite way around this room. We're going to start with Unbearable, because it makes for good content. The giant bear opens a secret passage. This must be the level, then, that I was thinking of with the hidden path. So let's try it. This is a running away level again, which I absolutely love. I think they're brilliant fun. But this time we've got a very unhappy looking polar bear. Look at that. He is not going to just invite us in for coffee, I don't think. He's got some less altruistic intentions. He's also a little bit faster than the old giant boulder. But we're through. Oh, that was silly of me. I tried to spin through these, missed them, and then went back for them, and the bear had fun at our expense. Those little boost pads become invaluable when you're trying to get the relics on the races for these levels. There we go. Kiss them goodbye. I think this is the path that the bear opens for us. But first, let's get the checkpoint just in case I'm wrong. And yeah, there we go. Look at that. I finally found the right hole to jump myself down. Oh, and these hunters are a bit irritating. That's the best I've ever done that. Don't want to jinx it, but would you look at that? Without fault or hesitation yet. Avoid the bullets. That would be great if we can avoid all of the bullets. Oh, that was rather close. Oh, missed that. Or did I? Haha, there we go. I'm not sure how we do this though now. Not like that. That's definitely not how we do that. Right, let's try this again, and this time we'll do it sensibly. I think we also need to get this one here. Yep. Oh, bother. That's a bit perilous. Darn. Darn and blast. Tell you what, it's nice though, this is, we're now up to the more challenging part of the game, where it's not all just easy jumps and there's some actual perilous platforming going on. Wow, don't spin those, they just push you right off the edge, that's mad. Oh, I don't want to get myself caught here, and I have. Oh no, it's okay, it's a rescuable one. Oh, for goodness sake! Oh, we're going to do this. We are going to stubbornly batter our way through because... Oh, we are losing lives as we do this as well. Forgot that. This isn't a bonus stage, this is just... I mean, it looks like a bonus stage, but it's not. I knew better than that. Why did I spin him? Come on. Use the power of the Wumpa Fruit. Having a bit of a mare all of a sudden. Right. Over we go straight away. There we go, little hop there. It's okay, we can soak the hit. Let's just get away from the bullet. Oh, you cheeky badger. Keeping it PG so we don't get into trouble when people's parents ask us how we... Oh! Words. English. Bandicoot! Should really use that as a stepping stone, but what are you going to do now? That's probably the better way of doing it, just going straight through it. Duck this one, hop over the top. Bother. 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 Oh! Oh, it's okay, we survived. I don't know how, but we survived. Please be the end of the... What the blazes? Oh, we need you. We need you, nice mask. Thank you, nice mask. Oh, we can duck that, okay. Oh, we did it! That was probably the hardest bit of platforming I've done all day, so... Oh, happy, happy days. And there's the crystal, look at that. We have made some progress. And straight off into another... Oh, please don't have any more hunters. Oh, I don't like the hunters. I think I just go straight up. Back. Oh, that's a bit more relaxing, isn't it? I don't have to cry or scream or swear. I can just happily bounce along with my happy mask friend. Boing. And those nitro boxes will go when I get the exclamation point box, which I believe I saw here. Oh, okay. Suddenly the gem's not looking so far out of our reach. I get the sneaking suspicion though that I've got to be careful here because there might be more metal boxes that I need a body slam. So let's go full berries, full speed. Oh, I should have spinned that, but it's okay. Oh, okay, I'm using the D-pad still, which is usually much more accurate, but because my hands are sweating, because it's warm in this room, and also I'm getting the, I guess you'd call it the red mist of gaming descending while you're on stream, I'm concentrating very hard on not looking stupid. Oh, please hit that box. Could he hit that box? Right. Oh, bother, that was too close. Oh, we need 4 more boxes. Oh, it's a polar section. Right, if we miss a box, we must just kill ourselves. to respawn at the checkpoint to ensure that we get all the boxes. Oh no, that's them! That's all of them! Right! Left, right, left! Jump! Oh, and that's very tricky. You know what? I think we've done it though. We've only gone and flipping done it. There is a lovely, lovely gem. Whew, that was a bit more challenging than the last set of levels, wasn't it? Ooh, feel like my fingers have been challenged a bit there. Right, I'm just going to check on time, but I'm thinking what we will do another 2 levels and then maybe call the stream there for today, because we've been streaming for just over an hour now, and I quite fancy a cuppa. So what we'll do this one, Road to Ruin, and then we'll finish with Bear Down, which is another bear level. That'll be fun. Oh, lovely, here we are. Right, these levels are a bit more fiddly, because they're very narrow walkways and there's a lot of precision jumping. And what's over here? Oh, that's the end of a secret level. I think that's the end of a secret level. Let's just go straight ahead. Oh, don't fall off the edge. That's interesting. I think I must have jumped so far over him that I just caught my backside on his nose, which I imagine wasn't pleasant for the rat or for the Bandicoot. There we go, on the noggin. Those masks make me very wary. Boing, boing. Got to skid those Komodo lizards because they've got those little frilly neck things, which in video game terms... Oh, pants. If you hit them, they hurt you. Oh, that was just silly. Slow down. Oh, good. 2 for the price of 1 there. Happy days. These monkey masks start breathing fire as well further through the level. Here you go, like that. And Bandicoots and fire again. I'm sure none of you are surprised. Not a good mix. Oh, I stopped to admire the fire and fell down to my death. Well done. Definitely hitting the more challenging section of the platforming now. And probably showing a bit of game rust as well. Yep, jumped too early there. I mean, at least it saves money on a cremation. You know, on account of he's already been cremated. Come on, Bandicoot. Oh, that was silly. But it paid off, and we've got the crystal gem. Oh, and look at all those lovely boxes full of fruit to help us recover some of the lost lives that we've foolishly squandered on this level. Oh, and the mask. Very nice. Boing, 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 and jump, and jump, and jump. Don't need to jump on those, but it's fun. The way this game handles is so good as well. It feels so much like the original. Timing there. And it is time for a special stage. Probably the last special stage of the stream, as the bear level I don't believe has one. And let's get all those... Oh! Oh dear. Well, let's try that again. This time maybe not jumping off of a tall pillar of rocks and bricks. Oh bother, it's one of these. So nice of them to make me jump through all those hoops just to get this one little box. Ah, there we go. Don't want to spin the Wumpa fruit away either. It's useful. And there we go, 13 out of 13. We will see how we do. We might finish the floor off just for a nice... Yeah, you know what? Let's try and finish the floor off of these levels. Just for some finality. Oh, cybernetic monkey. That's something you don't see every day. Run, 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 run. I think we've just got to... yeah, slide kick him. There we go. Oh, that's the end of the level. Look at that. Assuming Cyber Monkey 2.0 doesn't take us down, and he doesn't. There we go. Lovely Bandicoot power. And another one bites the dust. Why would you put something that long and sharp up your behind?
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
I mean, again, how Crash has not figured out that this man is bad news at this point. It's beyond me. Let's go plant food this time. We'll save the bear one for the penultimate level, because we will of course have a boss fight at the end of these rooms. And water level number 3. This one's a toughie. Don't want to get eaten by those, although the animation's quite funny. I have got the time trial relic on this one as well, and this one is nails hard because, of course, of how precise the platforming is. He says as he jumps into a waterfall of death. 25 lives. We're definitely... well, that was dumb. We're definitely eating through the lives at the moment. I'm hoping we won't have the dreaded game over screen, but who's to say? Oh, that was, again, very close. I've eaten many rare animals in my time. I've eaten zebra and alligator and kudu and ostrich. Never Bandicoot, and I can't imagine that it tastes very nice. Oh, come on, Crash. You can do better than this. Right, let's just be patient and take our time this time. Oh, that was close. Right, plant down. Jump. Oh, again, very... not sure what's going on with my jumping at the moment, to be quite honest. Slowly. And there we go. Whew. Oh, for pity's sake! No! Right by the checkpoint. Oh, the curse has happened. Oh, no. Oh, panic stations, everybody panic. It's all gone wrong. Okay, let's calm the heck down. The game's given us a pity mask because of how badly we've been doing. That's never good. Oh, again, that's very slippy. Right, take our time on the hippos. Oh, for flipping monkey, banana, blah. Words that I'm allowed to say. Oh, come on, Crash, you can do better. Son of a motherless goat. I don't even know what that means, but it's better than the alternative. Oh, blimey. I'm regretting my decisions right now. And my hands are sweaty. And I'm aware that I've died 12 times in a row or something like that. Right. There we go, and carefully approach the checkpoint. Good. We never have to do that again on this stream. Oh, unless I fluff it and miss the, crystal. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to power through now, get that little second mask, and we're going to avoid the mines! The mines of Moria! Oh, bother! We were too busy avoiding the mines and we went down the old swirly whirly pool. But get the boxes, just go for the mask, go across the thing. Oh, flipping monkey pants. There was a time where I would have very severe game rage and I would swear a lot. And trying not to is... yeah, it's a challenge. But so far, so good. Whew. Checkpoint again. Isn't that lovely? Haha, you can't get me here. But I reckon that might take him out, if we're lucky. No, okay, let's just go for him. Oh. That was lovely. Well, there you go, you've seen the animation for him being eaten by the old piranha plants. Not a second time, I don't think so. Ooh, okay, let's do a special stage and chill out. Oh no, we want that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, blimey. So this game is worlds of fun. It's absolutely brilliant fun. But it is a challenge. It's just the right balance, I think, of difficult and rewarding and frustrating all at the same time. Another water ski section. These are actually quite good fun, to be really honest. Let's just avoid our friends, the plants. Oh, okay. Well, there is our friendly neighbourhood crystal gem, and another checkpoint. And let's clear out some of the enemies ahead, so we don't have as much difficulty as we progress through the stage. I'll spun those fruit away. Right, let's get back to the jetty and get the flipping motor going. Oh, well, I missed it for a sec there. And all of a sudden it's a lot easier to clear out through there. Ooh. Oh dear. Right, if we're clever here. If we're clever. Yes. Yes, there we go. Good Bandicoot. Oh, we only missed 3 boxes. What a shame. That's annoying. But you know what? We're through. We got the crystal gem. And we have now but 2 levels and a boss left on this stream. Do sound off in the comments if you've enjoyed this, and if this is a game you're thinking of getting, it is available on all major platforms. It is available on the PlayStation 4, which is the version I'm playing. It is also available on the Nintendo Switch and I believe the Xbox One and Steam. So, and it's usually quite reasonably priced. I believe something within the region of £16 or $18 or whatever that equates to. I'm not great at the conversion rate. But yeah, it's a fantastic little package. You get this game, Crash 1 and also Crash 3 included, hours of entertainment, and hopefully not dying as much as I do. He says that as he immediately then dies. Concentration stations engaging. You can tell when I begin to hit the wall with the game because I'll stop being angry at it and I'll start singing. You know what, let's risk it. Oh, there we go. Right, avoid that and swing into him. Oh, that was perilously close. Oh, we don't even have a flipping mask, do we? Oh no! Oh, sneaky flipping thing. Let's get that checkpoint and that mask. Oh, there's another crystal platform or gem platform we've not unlocked, so unfortunately we're not 100%ing this one today. But it's all good, because again, it gives it replayability, and we like a game that has replayability. Ooh. Use those invincibility frames properly there at least. And we've got a Pulabadon mask. An Aku mask. Alright. Special stage. Got to beat all the special stages. And didn't get enough on that. Let's slide through again. There we go. Yeah, let's hit that. Oh, those flipping nitro boxes are a blimmin' pain in the back of bottom end of the human body. Don't know what I'm saying anymore, but there we go. Got them all, and look at that. Isn't that lovely? It gives us another one. Hopefully. Come on, there we go. That's the end of it, because the rest of the boxes are green nitro boxes, and we will hopefully hit those at a later point when we go through and do the gem playthrough of this level. Oh, that's easier. Oh, that's even easier. It respawns. How lovely. No worries, no troubles. Hakuna Matata. And wait for him to respawn, because there's a little hatch up there that will spawn through. If we do this right, we will have a second mask, and we'll probably have much less difficulty with the remainder of the level. Another crystal platform. Blimey, there's a few on this one, unless one of them was the death route, which we discussed earlier on. I don't like that it's got a branching path. Let me explore this way first. Right. Let's go back this way, because we don't want to miss the crystal this time, like we did on the last version of this level. Oh, that scream is a bit bleak, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad we came this way. Flip me, I'm glad we came this way. Because now we're invincible, and we can run through the water unhindered by our friend, the eel. Again, one of the rare animals that I've never eaten. Not that I've got a thing for just eating random animals. That's a bit... Oh, bother. Okay, it's fine. We soaked the hit. And we did get the gem. Blimey, I didn't think that was happening. Alright, there we go. Happy days. Another level, another crystal gem, another silver gem. And now, for the moment that... certainly I have been waiting for. Because this is quite possibly my favourite level on Crash Bandicoot 2 Wrath of Cortex. Not Wrath of Cortex, Cortex Strikes Back. Beg your pardon. Does a little dance. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, polar bears and penguins, it is time for round 2 of our friend the polar bear. And this is a tricky one, but I love that it's a tricky one. Got to use your little boosty technique as well to make it over those gaps, and to avoid some of the perils, such as those gigantic killer whales, which is a common misconception, because actually they're not really the murdery type of whales. Anyone who is my generation will remember films like Free Willy, all about the whale Willy and his friend Jesse. Oh, they don't make films like that anymore. Too busy talking, froze the Bandicoot to death. What a shame. Let's give it another crack-a-lack. And get the boxes, jump over the men lifting the ice. Very Frozen 2 style, or Frozen 1 style, I should say. Oh, there we go. I think we missed a box there. That was actually deliberate, because I don't want to miss any boxes, because I think this one We should have no excuses not to get the gem on. Oh, it's a TNT. Silly Nathan. Silly, silly boy. It's all good. And under. Over that. I've got this one pretty well memorised, to be quite honest. This was my level when I was a kid. This was the one I would play to death because I just enjoyed it. Oh, I say that, I get cocky and I splat into a totem of some Arctic whatever. I think they're meant to be like polar bears. Oh, that was a little bit close. We're concentrating and because it's hard, we're singing again. Boing. Left, right, left. There we go. Got the boxes. Jump and under. Smashy, smashy, smashy. Oh, this bit's tough. And got him. Good. Right. Swing in there for the box. And we've got 3 boxes left. 2 of them are nitro and 1 of them is this one here, I think. Oh, there we are. And there's a hidden level there, but we're not gonna fiddle around with that today, I don't think. Because for now, we want to claim our prize, which is this crystal gem and this silver gem. And I think when we get back to the old hideout, we might be in for a cutscene. And then what will be the final act of the stream, once he removes that from his posterior, the boss battle against, I think, Tiny the Tiger. I think, Tiny the Tiger. It's been a while since I've played this. Oh, cutscene, here we go.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Alright, well there we go. Who is the boss? Are we right? Yes we are. It is Tiny Tiger. Tiny by name, but not by nature. This this is more of a challenging boss fight. Bit of a jumpy platformy one. Alright, Tiny, here we go. Gotta try and trick him into jumping across the... Oh, there we go. 1 hit down. I would love it if we do this first time, but it gets harder and I honestly don't think that I've got it in me to do it first time. We shall see. That was already rather chuffing close. Oh, bother. Yeah, there we go. I thought he was going to jump down the gap. It's too much to hope for. Sneaky tiger boy. That'll do him. First hit down, 2 more to go. Try and get into the centre. Oh dear. They're not falling the way I want them to at the moment. Oh! Oh, bother. We tried to be clever and we paid the price. There we go. That took him out for a hit. It randomises it every time as well. There's no discernible pattern per se. Oh, that's annoyed Mr. Tiger. As you can see, the tiny in his name is only about his brain. Oh, very nearly jumped too far there, but it worked, and that's 2 hits. One more to go. Please be kind to me. Video gaming whatevers. It's only going to give me one at a time now. Ain't that so-and-so. Yes, we've got him! Bye-bye, tiny tiger. Hasta la vista. Oh, well, that was a toughie. But we made it. We completed the 3rd warp room, and I think that's probably a good place to call it a day. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've been watching this live, or if you're watching it on repeat on YouTube as well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please drop it a like. And I do a lot of different things on this channel. I do some singing, I do some gaming, do some random thoughts as well. So please feel free to stick a subscribe in, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload something else to the channel. And thank you very much for the pleasure of your company. I will see you soon.